Give them a volley.
Fire! Fire! Send them to me, come on!
That was pretty fucking sick. So, why did I show it to you? Well, that was my project when I went to school for audio post-production. So, basically what I'm going to show you is why is it so important? Because if I were to take this out and play it, actually, I'm going to take everything out. You're going to watch it, and nothing is going to make sense. Nothing is even going to be cool. But if we were to add this, these are just sound effects. It already adds a whole layer. Right? Let's add some dialogue. To be honest with you, there it is. We still have dialogue.
Yeah!
And music. But there's still something missing. It didn't feel powerful, right? It felt like there wasn't a lot of people there.
Fire! Fire!
I'm turning off the music because it's just a remix of a couple songs that I made. So there's nothing going on that
Send
feels
them to me, come on!
like this is an actually big battle. But what if I turn this back on, turn this off, and hit play? Turn sound effects back on. There's a lot more going on. If I turn off the crowd sounds again, which is called Walla, if I turn it off, it's not a lot going on. I turn it back on, and there's a whole other layer. So we're going to turn dialogue back. Actually, what we're going to do really quick is I'm going to show you what it took to get this. This doesn't look like a lot. This is a 2-minute clip, right? But as you can see here, I have a lot of tracks. I don't even know how many. And these are the original production audio that I'm not going to show because that's not the point. The point is all of this is what goes into getting those few tracks. You know, you have ADR coming in, and you're probably thinking, why do I need ADR? Well, I am actually going to show you what this is. This is the production audio. This is what you hear on set.
Send them to me, come on!
That's a fully CGI. Hold on, I gotta show you exactly what that was. So that right there where it all went completely quiet, I think it was here. This shot here was full CGI, so there's no production audio, right? So nothing's happening. That all that you hear is what's on set, and it just doesn't sound very Hollywood. So you take it, you bring it into what I'm using right now is Pro Tools, and you start sound designing, and you get all the little things in there. So let's see, this is arrows stems. Apparently I stemmed this out. That's all right. Yeah, solo that. All right. So those are just arrows. Those are all the arrows that are going into this video. It's hitting, it's being shot, everything is happening, right? Those are just arrows. I'm gonna bring this back down and make inactive. Let's look for something else that's pretty cool. Swords. We have a couple swords here going on. Just gonna open up my IO and we're gonna send this out to. So let's listen to the swords and watch what's happening. I want to solo that. So swords. Soloed, it sounds not great, but add it in with everything and you're getting a lot, right? So those are swords. Go ahead and make that inactive. And what I'm trying to show you is that post-production audio is really, really so important. It really is so important because without it, you get nothing. I'm going to take out sound effects. Keep the music in. And nope, I lied. Keep the music out. We're taking out the sound effects. Taking out the Foley. Should actually not even be there. Taking out the Foley, and this is what we get.
Give them a volley. Fire! Fire!
You know something's missing, you just don't know what. So we're just gonna watch it without anything. Everything back in. Everything seems fine.
Give them
Take
a
out.
volley.
Actually, we're just leaving in the music. So music is very important too. That's actually sometimes a whole different department. You know, for bigger budget things. For small budget things like us here at Radio, Battery City, Decimo, we do all this. We do all this ourselves. But right now, this is a whole separate department that's working on this. This is me doing it. I'm gonna move the video to a different monitor right now so you can see exactly what's going on. So I'm just going to do that. And you can see a lot is going on here, right? So I have... sorry. So I have, like, this section here is being pitched down 3 semitones. This section here, which is Gustav Holst's Mars Suite, is being pitched down 3 semitones. This section here is being left alone. So it seems like I'm doing a key change from here to the B section. Yep. So I'm just going to show you what that sounds like without it. The song actually goes like this. Right? But to match the key of the next sampled part, which is Gustav Holst's Mars, that what key is that in? B? Let me Google it. It is in G major, according to this website, because I don't have the score in front of me. It's in B major, and Fate of the Gods, I think, is an F. Or this section here is an E, actually, because it transitions into E. So we're going from E to G major, so we needed a key change. And because otherwise it would... I'm actually going to show you what it sounds like without that key change, and it does this. It's a bit weird. So we're going to go back and trumpet solo, French horn solo, trumpet solo, French horn solo, trombone solo. Despite these not being solos, Stephen Reinecke put them in as solos just to make me feel good because trombones never get solos. So thank you, Mr. Reinecke, for making me feel good as a trombone player. So what I want you to notice now is that what I did was I timed the music to what's going on to the movie. Right, so right when he gives the command to go, comes in beat 1. He's telling everyone we're getting speedy. Things are building up. Right at the cut. Messed up that automation line. So you can hear that it's swelling a lot, and that's because I wanted to give the song motion. So you can see here the automation line for the volume. And if we zoom in, I'm gonna make this nice and continuous for you so that you can just look at it. This line here, this line in the middle, that's gonna be our volume. So you can see it starts there. A little louder. Gets a little louder every time we go. That's called a forte piano for you non-musical kids. So there's a swell with every hit. So just because I wasn't watching and I'm curious, let's see what's going on at the song change because it sounds awesome. Let's see if it is actually as awesome as it sounds. So we're going to go right before it. Let's go a little bit further back. Yeah. Alright, so ladders are going up and the battle's starting to go over the wall. So that's when, you want to have a mood shift, and you can use music to tell that. Let's move on to sound effects. So automatically you hear rain, you hear thunder. Well, there's the thunder. You saw the lightning, you hear the thunder. There's arrows everywhere. Lots of arrows being shot. They're going through. And you know what? Obviously, they didn't actually use real arrows to kill these people because that's illegal. So you need to put that sound. That guy just got hit. I should have put a louder sound there. This is, as you can see from the date up here, this mix is from February 27th of 2017. So it's a year old. I've gotten better. It's practice every day. Truthfully, I probably could have put creaking noises here for the ladders. Swords. He got fucked. He said, piss off, and he said, no way, bro. Stabbed through the stomach. Sliced through the stomach. He fell. So those are the sound effects, and the sound effects are really important because you can trick your audience into thinking something huge just happened despite it, not being real. Let's listen to the walla. Now, walla is just background noises, background dialogue. Like when you see a scene in a restaurant, you just have the background noises of spoons clattering and other guests talking to each other. That's what walla is. This walla are the orcs being orcs. You see? Scary orcs. Have any animation here? You see there, the sword sounds weren't there, and it just felt weird. You're just getting orc grunts. Sound. And again, we gotta do dialogue import video. Yeah. So it's all about, what you feel comfortable using. So again, we're just gonna put everything. We're gonna put everything together. Just one last time, so you can see. Also, there's a lot of things going on in the background. I'm making everything louder, compressing it a little bit. We have some delays over here. Why?
Give them a volley. Fire! Fire!
I'm using it as a reverb. That's cute. Well, I have delays going on. I have EQ. I have a very slight boost right here for clarity. Let's see what's going on in the walla track. Again, I'm making everything louder. We have a really big compressor. Well, actually, we have a really soft compressor going on here. We have things going on. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's totally fine. This is getting into like really deep into the actual audio engineering side of it, which, you know, hire someone else. Hire me to do it. I'm really good at it. Again, I have this going on here for whatever the fuck reason. And I have a lot of EQ going on here. So I have a dip here in 700 for whatever reason. I'm cutting out a lot of the lows because I'm pretty sure it felt like the right thing to do. So this is what it sounds like without the EQ. And with it, I'm pretty sure this is what I thought sounded better. And then the sound effects stem, I'm just making louder. And the music, I have... Woof! Well, this is what I thought was a good MP3 fixer, because I'm sure this sounds fucking horrible without it. Or not, this sounds great. Oh, I'm cutting a lot of... I see what I'm doing. Alright, so this sounds really tinny to me. That's what I thought would fix it. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a quick EQ tutorial. This can be... Again, we're making this really fucking loud. For no reason. Or here, I'm just limiting it at 6. Limiting it at 6. Limit 6. And then here, I'm mastering it some more. So yeah, this is what gets it all really loud. So if I bypass this, it's nice and quiet. The second I bypass it, it gets loud. That's just what a limiter does. So unbypass. So yeah, that's how that works. And that is the importance of post-production sound. I hope you learned something, because this wasn't as informative or as, you know, exciting as the last one, but this is really important. Something you really got to learn how to do. You can even do this in Premiere or Final Cut, whatever you edit in. You can sound design a little bit. Again, I prefer Pro Tools. It's what I know. It's what I love. Post-production Jeff is what I'm going to coin myself as from now on. Post-production Jeff. That is post-production audio. I am Jeff, post-production Jeff. This is Radium Films. Make sure to check out my channel, more of Matt's channel, some of David's channel. And, you know, keep having fun doing what you're doing. That's what this is all about. It's fun. It's doing something you love. And I'll see you next week on Film Talks, I guess. Bye.